So, talking of that, of an ecosystem, you all will know more because you all have been in the street and you all have faced firsthand. And I'm just a keyboard warrior, so I would not know much. How is the grassroots level football and infrastructure in India?
Abhi, you want to talk about it?
You go ahead. I will probably.
Okay. Yeah. So see, a lot of it is made about infrastructure these days, and I'm not really convinced that infrastructure is something that will give you good results at grassroots. Grassroots is, yeah, there has to be an element of chaos. There has to be an element of randomness in grassroots, and it should be all about volumes in grassroots because it is all about, let's say, kids have to play. Let's not worry where they play. Even if it's on the street, in their apartment, down the street, doesn't matter. They just have to keep playing. There has to be a scouting system where we see that, okay, there are few players who are good, and we have to take them to the next level. Right? That's when all these infrastructure, technology, all these other things come into play now. But now, what has unfortunately happened in India is everything has become about infrastructure now, and that's kind of where the disconnect is, because everybody thinks that if you have good infrastructure these days, you essentially get good development. And now it has been about 10 to 12 years since we've had good infrastructure in India, especially at the national team levels. You had fantastic infrastructure. You had all these foreign coaches as well, who gave you good systems of theirs. And there has been what do you say, considerable amount of money which has been put into infrastructure now, and you can't give that excuse for the national team anymore, because it's been such a long time now. And the same, and probably the misinterpretation of infrastructure in grassroots is something which has diminished our what do you say, quality of playing football, because nowadays grassroots football isn't even available for everyone to play. So only who can afford can play football. It's almost coming to that now.
So I think we had Sharat says very important points with regards to how infrastructure is taking such precedence. I understand this actually also I saw a trend with the cricket as well. What happened is, I come from a part of Bangalore where we didn't really have much infrastructure in terms of like playing leather ball cricket. Okay? And because of that, even my exposure to leather ball cricket was very late. But if you see now, there are so many of these little academies who just need to put up nets have all started up. But what that has become, what that's caused has caused something which we call as early specialization. And this is a huge risk that we are running without having an understanding of what early specialization can do. Early specialization in for anybody, in many kids, actually causes a lot of injuries later on in their lives.
Yeah.
So playing too much of structured football at a young age actually can cause early specialization, because they might be very good in playing just in one side of the pitch, and they might just get settled playing only on the right as a right winger. But when a development aspect, when you look at it, his eyesight and vision can be altered just because he's playing only one side all the time, and he might be crossing from only one side all the time. And these things add up to a larger dysfunction later on, which might be too late to address at that point. So this early specialization has not only caused this issue of injury, but also I've seen that they also lose a lot of interest because it's too structured too early. There has to be a good element of play, and these small, like the gully football and all these small touch football that we play near the house, and all these things were very important skill components that make players street smart. But the same street smart ability goes a long way in making a decision for a center midfielder when a ball is played to him and there are two players rushing at him, to make a very skillful touch. Actually playing in these small situations gives them that ability. So now doing such early specialization might kind of might limit the possibilities that a player can develop. And so we've kind of seen this being an issue right now from the last 5 to 6 years at least, which I have been observing football in India. has been that a lot of them have been investing in infra, but not really having a structured program to utilize the infra to the maximum amount, or even having personnel who can probably look at maximum utilization of this. So both ways, there is either there is an infrastructure there where they think people will come and play, but there has to be a progression, and it comes back again to this whole accountability thing that we were talking about, saying what happens at say under 9s, what happens at under 12s, what happens at under 13s. So we progress on. If there is a whole system that we put in place where there are certain factors that each coach is accountable and is accountable for the development of say 5 or 10 players out of a group of 25. Then you start seeing that there is a progression that can be mapped, and that's when you can go back season after season and saying this is what we did and this is what we ended up with. So how do we make the process better? None of that is logged, none of that is monitored. It generally becomes difficult. So when you see this happening at the grassroots, we kind of see a disconnect. Either there are a lot of people just investing into infra, or there are just people just doing academies for summer camps and closing up with it. So it's doing great for the interest of sport in terms of a lot of people wanting to play the sport, which is really very good. Especially Bangalore, if you see the number of 5-a-side pitches that have turned up, wonderful. I have seen so much of interest. A lot more. The younger kids are playing a lot more football. I think it's a better development sport than anything out there. But I can see that also causes this whole early specialization injury issue. A lot of one-sided or narrow vision play, if I can put it in that way. So we start seeing these kind of things come up with this.
Player-wise, it would have to be Steven Gerrard, just because again, before he became a journalist, he was someone I just admired massively in terms of the absolute complete footballer. I think if you were trying to make a footballer in a factory, it would be Steven Gerrard, someone who, I think Jamie Carragher summed it up best once when he said, Steven Gerrard's biggest strength is he doesn't have any weaknesses.
The stadium. I don't see really need to do that, mainly such a big spending, but it's true that it would be a fantastic stadium. That's not bad, but you have to be careful, and mainly at this moment when we are going to face a very difficult time.